across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock and I'm Abdullah Babalola with your Solent Sports News. New Southampton manager Nathan Jones has come under fire for a poor start to his tenure on the South Coast, which has led to some fans asking for his departure. The Welshman has lost 6 of his first 7 league games, with the most recent defeat being a 3-0 humbling at the hands of Brentford. Southampton legend Francis Benali was at the game on Saturday.
I heard it, I've seen it. I actually watched the game Saturday, so I formed my own opinion of the game. I was taken back by the interviews afterwards, probably like we all were. I was very surprised. I feel it was a man that we saw on camera under pressure.
Manchester United are not worth £6 billion. That was from the Qatari investors who are interested in purchasing the club. That is how much the Glazers value them, when in reality they are worth only £3.2 billion. Moving on to motorsports now. All motorcycling road racing in Northern Ireland has been cancelled for 2023. The organising clubs deemed it impossible to run the events because of soaring insurance costs after an emergency meeting. Moving on to cricket now. The women's T20 gets underway later today. Host South Africa will be taking on Sri Lanka. The captain of South Africa, Soon Lees, is proud to lead her country.
It's quite massive. I don't think we quite realise, what we already achieved without playing a game. Apart from being successful and winning games, I think there's a responsibility of inspiring a nation as well, and inspiring young girls to get out of their comfort zones and to give them that opportunity to know that they can be anything they want.
Russia and Belarus's participation in next year's Olympics has come under major scrutiny. This comes after the IOC has shown willingness to allow the athletes to compete as neutrals despite pleas from Ukraine. A 30-nation summit is being hosted by the UK regarding this situation. The Women's Champions League draw is currently taking place. In the quarterfinals, Arsenal will face Bayern Munich whilst Chelsea will face Lyon. What do you make of the draw, George?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough draw for the two English sides. Bayern Munich, a tough side in Germany as well, but also Lyon. They won the league, they won the competition last season, but I think Chelsea will be able to take some pleasure in the fact that Arsenal managed to beat them earlier on in the group stage. Lyon have improved since then, but obviously Chelsea, top of the WSL at the minute, and they just beat West Ham 7-0 last night, so there's all possibility that Chelsea will be able to get past the current champions.
Okay, go on, put your neck out then. Who do you think is going to win it all?
Who do I think is going to win it all? I think you've got to look at Barcelona. They're on an absolutely incredible run. They probably should have won the competition last season. They're 50 league games in a row now that they've won. The talent they've got on display, even without Alexis Putellas, should take them over the line.
Any chance for the English clubs?
I think if Chelsea are able to get past Lyon, then you'd probably think that they're the more likely to do so. Arsenal struggling with the attack at the minute. A lot of their main attackers are out injured. But yeah, I think Chelsea, there's a solid chance that Emma Hayes will be able to finally win a Champions League.
Okay, thank you for that, George. Going across the pond now for our American roundup. The NBA trade deadline has just passed, with many blockbuster trades being brokered. 13-time All-Star Kevin Durant was traded to the Phoenix Suns. 9-time All-Star Russell Westbrook was traded to the Utah Jazz, and 8-time All-Star Kyrie Irving was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron James recently overtook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time top scorer in NBA history. He reached that milestone in the Los Angeles Lakers' 133-130 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Super Bowl 57 is set to kick off on Sunday and will be a hotly contested matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Rihanna is going to be the halftime performer. Kevin Magnussen does not agree with the FIA's ban on F1 drivers making political statements. The governing sporting code has been updated to say racers can't show their support of certain causes with prior approval. Magnussen believes it puts racers in a difficult position.
We're here to race, and we don't want to get penalties imposed on us because of different things, and it's just not great. I would like to have the freedom to, not that I necessarily plan to do anything, but just having that freedom, I think, is an essential value.
Moving on to darts now. There were some home celebrations on night 2 of the Premier League of Darts in Cardiff City. Gerwyn Price beat Chris Dobie, Michael van Gerwen and Nathan Aspinall to take the 5 points and second place in the table. Not so much for fellow Welsh wizard Johnny Clayton though. He lost in the quarter-final stage and threw his darts in the rubbish bin in frustration. Manchester City are in hot water after they have been charged with alleged breaches of the financial fair play rules by the Premier League. The citizens are said to have flouted FFP 100 times during a 9-year period between 2009 and 2018. If they are found guilty, they could be faced with a points deduction or expulsion from the league. That's all for us from now. I'll be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk, where we'll keep you updated on everything happening in the sports world today.
We're here to race and we don't get penalties imposed on us because